Go ra on do ra, I say. Mama seta, ashidu, ashite, ashu on vibrations, every bucka. May your mind, buckas, and souls be old. May your omits be sound. May your buckas be leavened off ground. When we keep to the breath, the orth, the mothor, the seon, the soul of Ra guides and keeps us all. Ayanma, I say Ra, Ella, E, say El, say I, Christ, Ore, Chaplain, Tata, Amin Ra. I'm about truth awareness, true talk. Can be a part of the greatest transfer of Ma'el, that's intelligence, Aminology, to Angodu. This is sound logic. And with all that being offered to you, being a fool is absolutely your choice. To Ray is Ray 1854. We're on a 9, Gematria. That means we've gone full circle. We're starting another turn, another cycle. What you would call another week. The command, the origin of motion, sound command is Ra. So that means that breath, thought, intelligence, all that goodies is being broadcasted, radiated from source to us. Therefore, when we receive, we have to radiate that same breath energy to the things that we have procured, that we are cultivating, and we are made to sustain, maintain. Okay? You got that. That's very, very important. This is why we got to go to Jesus.com, sign up, get the eye bucket to Omen, so you can get the solarization courses going on. You get access to the Mithorian Cagadora. You can print this, right? You can also display it. You can follow the link. It will take you to AminRa.com. There you will find the PDF you can buy. It will be delivered to your door in a poster form, 18 by 24. You can get access to the apparel. You can get access to our books. You can wear what the devils fear. You get access to the erectionary.com because the words in the dictionary die your erection. And we're expanding our decoding language to Angodu because we speak motion. I don't consent to draconian state, nor should you hashtag that in your posts. Thought is a sport that spawns intelligence. Fungi.org. Your mental health is directly tied to your etheric compass. You got to reorientate yourself back to sound. All right, so this is the Crypto Shit Shower update where we remind you that the blockchain is not a financial umbrella you can hold and prevent shithead. We can see that it's trying so hard to make it down to that 88 level that I warned you all probably a good couple weeks ago now. But I'm still in the hold phase. If it gets above 98, I sell. If it drops below 88, I sell. Why would I sell at 98 or 88? Why would I sell below 88 or above 98 and not in between? Well, because that's a range that I've identified that's always expanding every ray that it hasn't met. Okay, so the bottom for me, or at least not the bottom, at least, a tier would, I stated was 88. Why 88? Because that's just the numbers that these draconians like to use. Okay? It makes it parallel to Ra, parallel to source. This is why I'm referencing the Cagadora with the markets, because I recognize that the Cagadora is source's motion and the parasite is attached to source. So therefore it moves because source is moving. Right? So if it drops below 88, that means that what would have been a support at 88, which is a psychological, okay, they're just trying to build a false bottom right here. Okay, they want people to be buying in this range because they're bringing it down. Okay, you got that. This is a psychological, spiritual range, 88. It's an energetic. Okay? You got that. Okay? We can see if we go on to the daily that they're using where they are now as a false plateau. Okay? They're making the shit up. Okay? Or this is the daily. Okay? They're just making the shit up. If, look, we can go all across here. You can see. Okay? You can see. Trying to establish it. Let me go all the way across here. That's 87. Okay, that's 87. So that's below 88. Right? So we know that there's still some blood to bleed. 89 is not anything. Okay, but if they bring it down to 88, okay, just like this shows, 87 is a support. So that's also a resistance if you look coming up. Okay, right here. From here, which is 82, see 87 is a whole nother range. Okay, then we could even go down here, which is 78. Okay, so this is right now is designed to create lots and lots of fear. Okay, anybody reading the market, they've given you news and all sorts of stuff, right? And they're going down, so they're trying to make it believable. Okay, so this is why I'm not selling anything that I got. Okay, I'm stomaching my losses, which I don't appreciate, but whatever, until it gets to 88. It's not going to hold 88 and start working its way down to 87. I'm selling. Okay, because then I'm not, going to play the game. Okay, I know how it works. When you sell it, you're going to notice the algorithm is going to go in the opposite way, meaning that if you're buying, it's going to go down, and if you're selling, it's going to go up. It's just to re-engage you. That's it. That's all it does. It's just to re-engage you. When you think that you're the only person betting, and how come every time just whatever you do, it's because that's how it's designed. Okay, it's designed to isolate every individual. Okay, you all have your own experiences. All right, there's different time zones, just different, like, it's just a crazy machine. Okay, it's a crazy machine. Okay, so to Ray, it has to go above 99. Why? Because Ray is a 9-9. You have 1 and 8, which is 9. 5 and 4 is 9. Okay, so we're at the beginning of another, like I said, cycle. Okay, a cycle within a cycle. All right, you got that. So this is why the markets are going to have a very, very hard time. Okay, they're going to have a very hard time. Also, it's Wednesday. Okay, so they're qualifying the reversal. They're qualifying, the fact that this is spiritual warfare. Okay, this is spiritual warfare. So what you need to be doing today is you need to be outside, whatever, just doing things, whatever your projects are outside of cryptocurrency, you're getting energy to do those things. So you have to give those things energy. Okay, this is what the Kagadora is all about. It's so that your car can go and do like Ra. This means radiate. Okay, so you're always in breath, so you're always giving breath. Okay, breath is attention. Breath is your energy. That is the Ba, Ra, Or. Okay? That's what breath is. Ba, Ra, Or. Alright, so the next ray is a 1. Okay? So if we're getting our load today to ray, tomorrow we're going to be in bed in awe. Okay? But instead of being in bed thinking about how great that feeling that we received, we are in Shua. So this means we are in motion. So this means we need to be putting whatever we gave breath to Ray in motion to Mare. Okay, to Mara. Okay, to Mara, we have to Shua. To Ray is Ra'a. To Mara is Shua. Okay, so the markets typically, anything that would have bounced today is going to go furthermore down tomorrow. Okay, so bottoms are usually established on a 1 because the ether is at the bottom. Okay, so this is when they can start picking it up. Yeah, you understand? Okay, so if they fall below 88 into the 87s and below, okay, they can start going back up above 88, 90, wherever they want to go. Okay, but if Teray is a 9-9, their ceiling has just went up $1,000, so Bitcoin has to go above 99, okay, to be rendered healthy. Okay, to be rendered bullish or whatever terms you want to use. Okay, but after 99, that's when I would be selling. Okay, there's no boom, there's no nothing. It has to impress me. Okay, tomorrow it has to be above 100 grand. The next day after that, it has to go above 101 grand. Okay, you could even move it to 102, 103, keep it aligned with the Kagadora. Okay, this is the expectations that has been put on it. It has to perform. Okay, otherwise it's falsified. Okay, it's rendered false. It's not going to be able to exist. Okay, people are going to be moving out and away from it for many reasons, mostly because they've been liquidated. Okay, and that's what it's trying to do. Okay, it wants to go out on its terms. It wants you to think that you lost. Okay, you're the loser. You couldn't win. Okay, not that it's being removed. Okay, you got that. So this is a crypto shit shower update for 1854. It looks like it's really trying hard to get down to 88, which is about now, which is a little bit too sad, but it is what it is. We knew this was one of the major possibilities. It's now broken into the 88s. Okay, so we could expect some free falling action now. Right? It might get right back down to the 87 that we saw. All right, so if you are out and preparing to pick up, you're great. You're doing well. You're still in the buy zones. Okay? This is not a sell zone. For me, I'm getting ready to sell because I'm going to believe that this is the top. Okay? This is the top. So I'm going to be staying out of this until it corrects itself. And this means that it's either got to find a bottom, which I'll pick it up for cheaper, or it's got to get back out into this zone. I don't mind paying more if it's going up. I'm not going to pay more for it to go sideways down. Doesn't matter how cheap you get it. If the market is not going back up, that cheap shit is cheap shit. Okay, I'm on the mindset I'd rather have one coin worth $1,000 than 1,000 coins worth $1,000. Okay? It's a crypto shit shower. Don't forget, blockchain is not a financial umbrella you can hold and prevent a shithead. Go to Google, go to Apple, download the Kagadora app, go to jesus.com, sign up, like, share, comment, subscribe to Uncle Oo.